watchers, and may the force be with you. And today I've been watching I thought to myself, I'm going to watch the Star Wars Specialized, Despecialized edition. Um, Now I bought this a while back, I can't remember when I bought these actually, about 2 years ago now. Might be 2 years ago. And I've watched all the films, even the special editions, right? And I thought to myself, you know, I'm watching this tonight. I'm going to watch all 3 films, but I'm going to review them separate. So I do one review and do a next review when I watch the next one. So it's all fresh in my brain and stuff like that. And like I said, I've been watching this film, right? What a film it is. Even the despecialized, unedited film itself is aged really well. Now the people did a great job. Even says on the back, painstaking. So yeah, I've been watching this tonight and it looks fantastic. Honestly, God, the film looks great on Blu-ray. The unedited effects and stuff like that, it's incredible. Now, when you watch the crawl, the beginning of the film, like the crawl part, the part where the crawl goes up, the Star Wars, there's no A New Hope on it. Now, I like that. I don't really mind the special editions. There are moments of daftness in it. For instance, Jabba the Hutt, Han Solo stepping on Jabba the Hutt's tail, in a scene in A New Hope of Episode 4. And in this, it's not in this, because it was a cut scene from the film itself, a deleted scene, and then they're throwing that back in there as Jabba the Hutt, and of course it was a human playing a Jabba the Hutt. What they should have done is that character should have been another character, and it could be one of Jabba the Hutt's henchmen, whatever. I like that scene. A lot, but then they've replaced that character with a CGI Jabba the Hutt, and Han Solo steps on his tail, and at the time I didn't really mind it, but then when you watch it again, it looks daft as hell because you think, how the hell did he step on Jabba the Hutt's tail? There's a silly moment in that film, but it is what it is. But in this, it's not even in there. They completely cut that bit out. And there's another scene that I really thought was really cool is when Greedo is talking to Han Solo, threatening him that he's going to take his ship, which did not right. I mean, I didn't really mind it, but when you watch this version, he shoots first. He just kind of goes boom like that, shoots him, and it's a cool scene actually. Han Solo in this is so good. That scene was really well done. People have issues with that scene, but I didn't really have issues with either. But in this version, I think it's a lot better when he shoots first, Han Solo. It's like no mercy. Just think, you're dead and that's it. There's a lot of moments in this film they've changed. There's another scene in the cantina where there's like an alien, but he looks like a werewolf, and I think they used that werewolf from another film. I can't remember what film it was. But in the special edition, they changed it. They replaced it with an alien, which didn't look quite as cool. And this is like back in the film, which I'm glad because it looks great. It's kind of scary actually. It's like a werewolf alien, I suppose what you call it. And there's another part where the part where Obi-Wan Kenobi first turns up, saving Luke Skywalker from the Tusken Raiders, and they've changed the sound, so it sounds. And I found this one in this to the one they did later on. Yeah, that was a bit weird. I was like, Jesus Christ. And the scene where they arrive at Mos Eisley Space Mos Eisley. They arrive at Mos Eisley, of course. When you see it's a bit shorter compared to the special edition, because in the special edition it had a few more moments. The part where the speeder goes into the figure. In this, it's kind of shorter, but it's still cool. So yeah, I like that part. Because in the special edition, you see like certain things like animals and stuff in the special edition. In this, you don't see them at all. There's one part where the speeders come into view, right, and there's like an animal right in front of it. There's like blocking the scene off. That scene was a bit daft. In this, it's not in there, so it looks better actually, I'd say. I don't mind the special editions though. You can have both films, both can exist. Man, there's so much moments. I'm gonna cut this short right now, so I'm gonna give my rating right now of this film. Okay, let's look at the last part of the film where the actually there's another part where they took out. It's not in this film. Is the part where Biggs they're on Yavin, the rebel base, and of course Biggs and Luke Skywalker talking. And, like, Luke Skywalker runs into him in the hangar, and then, of course, yeah, Luke Skywalker meets Biggs in that rebel Yavin 4, of course. And of course, in this, it's not in that. That scene's not in it. That was like a kind of like deleted scene that added back in the special edition. So, yeah, I like the part where you see the ship's taking off, and in the special edition, actually, I think the special edition did a better job with the ships. Definitely, because when you see them taking off, they're literally taking off like slow, like it's pretty cool. But this side, they're just like they like speed up. There's there's a lot of moments in this film that they took, that's not in the special edition and in this. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really good. Definitely worth watching. The rating I'm going to give this, like, what I disliked about it, nothing, because it's Star Wars. There's nothing I dislike about these films. They're just perfect, full stop. And the effects are still at age really well, especially on Blu-ray. The old effects, really well done. I can name quite a lot of stuff that have changed, but I'm not, because it's not really. If you got to buy it yourself and see it for yourself, it's not really. It doesn't do it justice, of course. So yeah. Great sound effects for old film. It looks great on Blu-ray, and yeah. So what I liked about it, the old effects still look great, and it's Star Wars, still perfect. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 5 out of 5. It's awesome, and it's definitely worth watching. If you're curious, I'm watching the old Star Wars films. Get it on Blu-ray, the original trilogy, and it's really well done. It looks great on Blu-ray. They did a fantastic job. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for Star Wars. It's just Star Wars, not A New Hope, so yeah. Right, my next review is The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. This specialised editions. Now, I've been watching this tonight, and like I said before, I did these things separate so I can, remember certain things. Because if I watch a film, like, the day after, I'm trying to remember what I watched before. Certain things, I like the film to be fresh and stuff. So I've been watching this tonight, right? And what a film it is. Like I said, this is this specialised edition, as you see at the bottom. Now this is the film that people want. But, now, with this version of the film, this takes place just after Star Wars, of course. Now this version. When you watch this version, of this film, right, there's differences in this film, like. From the special edition of Empire Strikes Back. For instance, the Palpatine in it looks different. It's played by a different actor, of course. It's when you watch him in this one, the guy who plays, it's not quite as intimidating, if you know what I mean. He's like some guy going, he's just some dude playing Palpatine, of course, the Emperor. So yeah, there's a few differences like I've seen with Palpatine, of course. The Emperor. It's good to watch this version, see how different it is compared to that one. I didn't mind those changes too in that film. So anyway, like I said, I just love the way the old effects actually still look good. Even on Blu-ray, they look pretty good HD. So when they end up out of the Cloud City, of course, you do see, like I said, you see the changes and stuff. They go in. And then the land in this film, you don't actually see the ship travelling, for the city, and then land in this one. It's different. It's just like the ship kind of goes in, lands, and that's about it. So yeah, I kind of felt that in the special edition where you actually see the ship actually travelling through Cloud City and that's pretty cool. But in this, the ship just kind of goes, that's it, lands, and that's about it. But I don't mind it either way. I mean, it's a great freaking scene. And I was a bit surprised when I watched some of the effects in these films, because I thought to myself, because when you watch certain things in this film, you think to yourself, I thought that would be in the special edition. Some of the effects in this film look freaking fantastic. Still, I was again, the for a 1980 film, it's bloody good, still good looking film. Empire Strikes Back. I liked it. What I disliked about it? Nothing. There's nothing I disliked about it. I loved it. It is what, you know, it's like a classic Star Wars movie. It's a fantastic movie, a great story, great, you know, great special effects, still great storytelling. And it's nice to see the old effects, how the film was when it first came out. So nothing disliked about it. It's brilliant. It's fantastic, and it's great to, you know, see the way the film was first came out. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 5 out of 5. It's excellent. It's the specialised edition, and so I've been off key tonight. I don't know why. I just, you know, been watching the film. They're going to do a review. It's like, maybe because I've been out there, I do exercise and, you know, hot and stuff. So yeah, so 5 out of 5 for Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, the specialised edition. Very excellent, by the way. Check it out, it's fantastic. Right, my final view is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the specialised edition. Been watching this tonight. You know, I've just finished watching it, of course. What a movie it was. Still holds up over the effects. Now this film has different. Yeah, this film's like has moments you think, oh, I remember that scene, but it's been a while since I saw it. For instance, when at Jabba's palace, when there's like in the special edition, the newer versions of the film, there's like a dance scene, a music scene, with a CGI freaking alien that sings and stuff. But in this, it's like a puppet. It's not a CGI. It's a puppet, and it's like the music's different. And then you remember that. Oh, I remember that song. Yeah. There's a lot of moments in this film that's different to this. I won't want to name every moment, but like for instance, the Ewoks in it. Because in the special editions, they blink, and the Ewoks blink, and this one they don't. They don't blink at all. There's like. Oh, the Sarlacc pit scene. There's a part in the Sarlacc pit where you actually see in the special editions, like you can see like this freaking this like the mouth of it, what's inside of it, and it's like a beak. It's like in the special edition, but in this, it's not there at all. There's actually another scene in this film that there's part where Darth Vader reveals his face when Luke Skywalker takes Darth Vader's helmet off, mask off. In the scene, it's like no eyebrow. In the special edition, they took his eyebrows out. But in this version, you actually see his eyebrows, so interesting. It's a shame that Disney never actually released these on Blu-ray, these special editions, because both versions of the film can exist anyway. It doesn't matter which version you watch. And it's not a really enjoyment of these films. And I don't mind the special editions, I don't mind these versions. But this version was very, very good. And the celebration at them was quite strange because I've not heard that music for quite a long time. I'm not sure which versions I prefer because you got this version where it's like a celebration but the music's different, but there's no like people celebrating like on Clouds. You know, there's parts where you see Cloud Sitter, Naboo and stuff like that in special editions. In this one, you don't see none of that. And another part where you see a young Anakin Skywalker in that film. In this one, you see the original Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, it's interesting. Really good to watch. I remember that. It's still good on this. I was sitting there. This folks is still good for a 1983 film. It's pretty incredible. It really is. I mean, there's probably more scenes I've not mentioned, but I can't remember. I'm not going to mention every moment in this film that they've changed, and they've, you know, things that the original, you know, effects and stuff, the original stuff that they kept in the movie. It's going to take forever to, you know, mention every moment. So yeah. So I watched all 3 films. So yeah, excellent film, excellent. I still love it. So the rating I'm going to give this film. Okay, what I disliked about it? Nothing. I can't dislike a movie that I've always liked. Doesn't matter how much I've watched these special editions more than this version. I remember as a kid, right? I used to go. My mum took to the shop. I used to get these like the shop. You know, there used to be this place where you can get Star Wars figures in a box. Return of the Jedi figures. Oh man, I'm still one man getting some more. Ones that I used to have as a kid. You know, because they always bring back great memories. They used to be in a box like just, oh man, this is nuts. I think there's Return of the Jedi figures and all that kind of Star Wars figures. And might have been once before that, I don't know. Like Empire Strikes, but I don't know. It's been a while since. It's a long time ago. This one. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie, and I just, I've always had a soft spot for Return of the Jedi. It's such a good film. It's not perfect. Some people don't like the Ewoks. I don't mind them. I've got like an Ewok figure in there, like the classic Return of the Jedi ones, which are awesome. But I don't mind them. Good mover. So yeah. So the rating I'm going to give this film, I can't really, like I said, I can't think of anything I disliked about it. It's a 5 out of 5. I loved it. The thing about this special edition, some things that they've changed certain parts. As I think I don't mind. It's really good. For instance, Palpatine, when they changed him. I didn't mind that. That was a good touch. So each version of the film, like for instance, Empire, A New Hope. I mean, there's a lot of moments in that film that I didn't mention that they've changed. But I can't really, say what's changed because it'll take on, because I'll be like, then I forget. So yeah, so 5 out of 5 for Return of the Jedi. Good movie, very good film. So yeah, like I said, I've watched all the films now. Really enjoyed each one. I wasn't really, reason why, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this review thing because, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood, so I just kind of forced myself to make this review because these films are great. Me reviewing these films don't do the films justice, that's the thing. Just say someone else, just say someone's actually never seen the original films, and they watch this video and go, not so sure. I can't do it justice. If anyone's watching this video and never seen Star Wars, and say, which version should I watch? My advice: watch these versions first, the specialized version. Get them on eBay, so they don't cost that much. And watch them. Really enjoy. Then, if you want to watch the special editions, watch the special editions because they're still good. I don't think they've ruined that much. They're still good films. And the effects, actually, the funny thing about the old effects, I think they've aged better than the special edition special effects. Some of them. Because some of the special effects look still good for the 1997 release of these films. Some of the effects look good still, but some of them look for instance, Jabba the Hutt's a bit weird in the film now, so yeah. About 5 for Return of the Jedi. I liked all 3 films, brilliant as hell. I love Star Wars, awesome. I made the Force with you. And so yeah, check it out, it's awesome. The specialized editions, yeah. Like I said, anyway, so people, I'm going to go off now. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and may the Force be with you, and take care, and have a nice week, and look after yourself, and keep healthy.